Hey everyone, Cindy here. I'm hoping that you guys can see me. Looks like we're live. Just trying to double check the page because seriously I can't quite figure out how to do this when I'm not on my phone. I'm trying to learn how to be a little more tech savvy. So anyways, let me know, is anyone on here if you guys can hear me okay? And if you cannot hear me okay, is there an echo? I really want to know just because I've got some good stuff to share with you, and I obviously want to answer all of your questions. Let me know if you guys are out there and you can hear me, because I don't really see anyone, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get started anyway. So welcome. I hope that everyone's able to be signed in to the He's Gonna Love You event. If for some reason you're having any trouble uploading any of the videos or anything, they are up for 48 hours. So just know that piece. And also know that I've got a team that is amazing that can help, because I'm a self-admitted, not technically savvy individual, but I do my best. So at any rate, I hope if you guys, it looks like a couple people have started to join. Okay, so I've just started diving in today, and I really want to talk about, I don't know if you guys have seen the interview today, the one with Sandy Weiner. I always get her last name mixed up. But at any rate, she is absolutely amazing. And we talk about your core values and why that's really important to identify when it comes to creating the kind of relationship that you want. And I believe this, whether you're a man or a woman, that if you know what you want and you know what your values are, that is extremely, extremely important. Hold on one second. I'm getting a quick interruption. You guys, deposit. Thank you. That was my nanny. Sorry. Anyway, I'm back. So really having clarity on what your values are and understanding what those are. And when you do that, Sandy and I actually went through an exercise that was on this interview. And we did something that she does that uncovers some of your values. There are a lot of coaches out there that say, talk about core 4 values. I've really embraced the fabulous 5. Why have 4? Let's have 5. And those values are your non-negotiables. And one of the things that, and you guys, please feel free to ask any questions, hop in, because this is a really important part in drawing in and attracting the kind of individual that you want to be attracting. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but it is really true. And I think, a lot of times we'll spend more time researching a vacation, a flat screen TV, or a household item, even a vehicle. We'll spend more time doing that than identifying what it is we really want in partnership, how we want to feel when we're with that person. And why is that so important? So I go through an exercise with each of my clients that I work with, and I'm going to share that exercise with you today. I hope my clients don't want to kill me for that, but I want you guys to get the most out of this, and to be able to identify, okay, what's most important to me. And it'll be easier for you in the dating process if you're single, or if you're in a relationship, to really take a look at and identify, is this person aligned with my value system? Does this person value similar things as I do? And is this something that we can really, continue to create? And do we have similar goals? Those things are important. Let's just say, and I'm just throwing this out there, let's just say you have a goal to get married and have a family. And that's something you've never done. Maybe you're in your mid-30s or something like that, or whatever it is. And the person that you're dating, or the person that you're with, is uncertain if they want children. So what that does is it leads to heartbreak. So identifying what your values are, you guys, it's just going to save so much time and energy. And I'm going to make sure that I'm on here. So I'm feeling like we're live, but I want to make sure. Let me see something. Okay, I'm thinking that we are. I may have to switch gears here, because I'm feeling like some of you guys want to join and you're not able to see me. So let me do this. I'm going to hop off really quick. I see you on here, Nat. And anybody else that might be on, to just send a heart, send a thumbs up. I'm going to try this one more time, because I am looking here at my computer and I can't see me uploading. So that's a bit of a concern, and I want you guys to get this valuable information. Okay, so I'm going to finish this one up. Okay. Are you, let me see something. Let me see. Can you guys see me? Oh, you can. It looks like you can. Okay, good. Never mind. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm going to help you guys identify what your values are, what it is you want next, so that you guys can really rock out what you desire in this area of your life this year. So this is, I feel like it's the first step. I give this as homework. Each of my clients, if any of you guys are on, you know what kind of homework I give. And this is the most important step. So one of the things that I'll ask, and maybe you've done this before, but I ask my clients to make a list of all the qualities that they would like in a person, that they're seeking, right? And then I have them take it a step further, because what we're trying to decipher is between deal breakers, things that are like absolute must-haves, and then things that are just like, it'd be really nice, it'd be great if he was 6 feet tall, right? And usually when it comes to our values and what we really want, it doesn't usually have anything to do with physical traits. So have you guys do a list. It's like a fearless inventory. And then what I do is I have a sentence that you put in front of each quality. So let me give you an example. And this deciphers between the things that are absolute must-haves and the things that are like, it'd be nice. Okay? So in a sentence, I'll have you write, I'd rather be alone if he's not blank. I'd rather be alone if he's not emotionally stable, right? I'd rather be alone maybe if he doesn't believe in God or a higher power. And and feel into the exercise. So feeling your body, if you get connected to your body, and usually I'll have you do some breathing exercises first before you do this. So it's like taking some deep breaths and really getting connected to yourself. And then going through this exercise. And then after you go through each quality, and you go, well, if you're going, I don't know if that's a deal breaker or not, no big deal. Then in another sentence, and I hope this is all making sense, you write, it's okay if he's working towards X. It's okay if he's working towards becoming a better communicator. It's okay if he's working towards being exactly where he wants to in his career, or whatever that looks like to you. So by doing that, then we sit down and we narrow it down from there. Because if you notice in qualities, oftentimes some things mean almost the same thing. Like, it's important that he's trustworthy, he has integrity, that he's, intelligent, he's funny. And so I can give you a few of mine. And if you listen to the interview with Sandy, her and I took a couple of things that were really important to me. So, and you can narrow it down to your 5 must-haves. So something that's really important to me is communication. Shocker, I am a love and relationship coach. So communication is key, because I love having great conversations. I geek out on talking about different, I talk about business. I talk about, philosophical things, and I've always been that way. And for me, if I'm with someone that we can't have a really good connection around conversation, that would be really challenging for me. And so the same thing goes for, maybe you've listed things like, integrity, trustworthy, intelligence. So you can put meanings behind what those core qualities are. It's whatever it means to you. Trust and safety might be something else that's really important to you. So that's all encompassing when it comes to, you can create your story around that. I want to be in a partnership where I feel safe. We have open we trust each other completely. There's integrity. He's a man of his word, right? And that can be one of your core qualities, right? For me, I've got to be able to laugh with someone, and I equate humor with intelligence. So by saying that, hi Gladys, I see you there. And one of my other love friends extraordinaire, she's awesome. And, one of the things that, like I just said, I equate humor with intelligence. And so that's a core quality for me. Intelligence, and we've got to have some fun humor around it. And I take it a step further. I don't like humor where it hurts other people either. So helping you guys get real clear on what it is, what qualities are really important to you, and then get clear on what it is you desire to be in a relationship. Maybe you want to be maybe you want to be a wife and a mother, and you'd love to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm here to tell you there are plenty of men that are more than happy to provide that, if that's what you want to do. It's also about being really transparent about what it is you want, right? And who you are, and being authentic within that journey, because that's going to attract that. So the more clarity you have, I'm hoping that you guys are getting this, and you can ask questions, ask me anything you like, but when you get clarity on those types of things, such as these core qualities, and clarity on what it is you want. Maybe you want a partner that is that you're raising family together. Maybe you're blending a family, and you desire to travel and adventure, and you're both into personal growth, and you're always into bettering yourselves and shifting and changing, and you want to be with someone that is going to bring out that best side in you, and vice versa. And when you are so clear on that, it's easier to recognize. And when it comes to dating, I recommend dating and getting to know a number of people at once. And part of the reason for that is that it keeps you abundant. It keeps you in a space of, wow, there's a lot of great people out there. And you take it slow to move faster later on. I think I mentioned this yesterday. There's a really good reason why most companies don't give health insurance for the first 90 days. A lot of times it doesn't work out. So take your time to get to know the person. How is he showing up? And how do I show up and be me and share a little bit about myself? And I had a call today. I work with some men too, and I had a call today with a gentleman, and he was really vulnerable with me, and he told me some things that I won't share, but that to him were really vulnerable. And I thought, wow, these are beautiful things, and your woman is going to appreciate these things about you. And part of that, and I think somebody asked that question yesterday about vulnerability. Vulnerability, you guys, is sexy. And it's, men like it, women like it, and women especially like it. And in fact, since my good friend Gladys is on, I love her story about her and her husband, and they met, I think it was 17 years ago. You can always correct me if I'm wrong, Gladys, but I think they recently celebrated an anniversary, and they had met, and they were talking on the phone. They really liked each other, and he asked her out on a date, and they were, I don't know, doing something, maybe going on a walk. I don't really remember, but I can tell you the basis of the story. And he was vulnerable with her on that very first date. And he said, I think he had to pay for parking and something else. And she said something like, oh, I'm hungry. And he goes, you know what? Okay, I gotta be really honest with you. I've only got $20, and I had to pay for parking, and I didn't want to wait to see you until I get paid on Friday. And if that isn't so sweet, I don't know what is. I mean, that she could have taken that in a way of, oh, this guy, he doesn't have enough money. But instead, she had an idea. There was a burger place across the street, and she's like, oh, I love French fries. And so they shared a big bucket of French fries and a Diet Coke. I mean, it's things like that, and being open to possibility, and really opening up to what could be. And so that's when you get clarity on what it is you want. You may be in a stage in your life where you desire someone that's already established, who's who's established in their career, or they're growing in their career, and perhaps because that matches where you're at. And I would encourage you to really look at, what are my most important values? What's important to me? I told you 2 of mine: intelligence, humor, good communication, and a person that is, kind and loving and compassionate, right? And that we have each other's best interest at heart. So those types of things. And that all equates, potential success in love and relationships. So you guys, vulnerability and part of that is just being authentic, and and sharing a little bit. I encourage this too, is to share something that scares you a little bit on a date. Or don't be afraid when a guy does something, and this is so key, you guys. When a gentleman, even takes you out for dinner, or you guys have a nice coffee and a walk on the beach, and he opens your car door, and that's something that you love, express it and just say, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy that you did that. I love it. I love that you open up my car door. Because frankly, you guys, we live in a society that is confused around that kind of stuff. Is she going to get mad if I open up the car door? Is she going to tell me, is she too much on the other side of things? Does she, because as women, we want to feel respect and we also want to feel cherished and adored, unless you want to lead in the relationship. And I can tell you that there are, and we'll dig deeper into that, because, that's a topic that I love to talk about. And I hope you guys are really enjoying this series. I'd love to hear your feedback. Give me your comments. I want this year to be your year to really take leaps of faith in this area of your life and just knock it out of the park. And I'm here to help. I'm going to be in this group every single day. You're going to get sick of my face. You're going to see it on the recordings. You're just going to see it everywhere. So, and another thing, you guys can purchase the whole series, as well as, I throw in a couple of really fun bonuses for you guys. I put in a series that I did before called Why Men Pull Away, and that can be really common. So, and I put together a really cool special report for Valentine's Day. And if you do choose to buy it, part of the proceeds are going to a cause that's really important to me called Autism Speaks. If you didn't already know this, or you didn't read this in the emails, my son has been recently diagnosed, my 3-year-old, with on the scale of autism. So it is a burning passion of mine and desire to have much more awareness around this, and helping families to even for a cure. So at any rate, I hope this was helpful. I'm sending everyone hearts and flowers and lots of love. And I don't know if there's a delay on this sucker or what's going on. But at any rate, have a awesome rest of your day. And tomorrow I'm going to be on a little bit earlier. In fact, I think we might even try to send out an email tonight. But it looks like I will be on at 10 a.m. Pacific. So that's 11 a.m. Mountain Time. It's 12 noon Central Time. It's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So it could be kind of a lunch or little break time if you're working. And I would love, love, love to have as many of you guys on there. And please feel free to leave comments, feedback. I want this to be helpful because this is about you. Okay? Sending lots of love, and here's to you in creating your luck and love. Bye, everyone.